something clings upon the window pane, a small round drop of water all alone. Too early still to call it proper rain. Just one tear the sky decided not to hold. I lift my head and look up at the clouds, a sheet of gray descending slow and soft. The moment that the smell of wind had changed, a second drop came tapping on the glass. When rain arrives, it's how the world decides to pause for just a while. When the first raindrop settles round upon the pane, why do I always stop whatever I was doing? Inside that tiny sphere, the whole sky is reflected, and I think I see myself in there as well. When the first raindrop settles round upon the pane, today feels like it's gonna be a sweet one. A third drop, then a fourth begin to follow. A tiny river forms along the glass. When two drops meet, they merge into a bigger one and slowly start to trickle down the frame. I set the kettle on and reach for beans, the very first ritual of a rainy day. The bubbling water mixes with the rain. This kitchen is the finest seat on earth. An afternoon where rushing isn't needed, a slower pace the rain has given me. When the first raindrop thickens into steady streams, the sound of rain lays gently over every noise, a kind of quiet where no words are necessary. That silence is what makes the sweetness grow. When the first raindrop thickens into steady streams, I think I'll brew a single cup of warmth. First raindrop rounding out, the rain arrives without a reservation, so there's no need for any preparation. Just sit beside the window and observe. The rain redraws the world outside for free. The first raindrop has multiplied to dozens now. The window glass becomes a canvas for the rain. Beyond the blur, the world appears in softer lines, and less defined is somehow more beautiful. The first raindrop has multiplied to dozens now, and now the scent of coffee's rising up. Coffee rising with the rain together. I wrap both hands around the cup and hold the warmth of ceramic seeps into my palms. Outside the cold rain keeps on pouring down, but inside this small circle spring remains. One sip and then a pathway forms within. The warmth flows down and settles in my chest. The reason coffee tastes much better in the rain is that you need the cold to feel the warm. Even if the single cup is all today, the cup itself is whispering it's enough. The temperature of one cup changes everything. The world outside is gray, but inside it's a sea of brown. Watching gentle steam as it curls and rises up, it feels like time is slowly melting down. The temperature of one cup changes everything. On a rainy day, this alone is sweet enough. The shapes of steam that float above the rim are different every time, so I just stare. Some spiral up and some rise straight as lines. In this still room, only the steam will dance. The sound of rain becomes the background score. The scent of coffee fills the room from edge to edge. No need for earphones, there's already music here. An improvisation made of rain and roast. The second sip has cooled a little down, but even lukewarm doesn't feel so bad. The temperature of one cup warms me to the heart. It starts out hot, then slowly turns to mild. And even when it cools, the memory of warmth remains, and that resembles how a single day unfolds. The temperature of one cup warms me to the heart. On a rainy day, this alone is sweet enough. So warm, just like this. I won't ask for a refill now. I wanna feel the warmth this one cup gave, all the way until it disappears. When it's gone, only the rain remains. The temperature of one cup opens up a rainy day. I set it on the table by the window and lean back, like the warmth left on the ceramic ring. This moment will remain in circles on my heart. The temperature of one cup opens up a rainy day. Now, let me listen to the rain. The rain is calling now. La 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 la. The water dropping off the edge of ease is keeping a consistent steady beat. Not too fast and never quite too slow. The moment that it syncs up with my pulse raindrops hitting glass in different ways. Sound almost like a drummer keeping time. When gusts of wind blow through the rhythm shifts, and that improvisation sounds just right, better than any composer in the world. The music rain creates is always sweet. When rain becomes the melody, then everything is song. The clink of spoon against the coffee cup, the draft of air that whistles through the frame. When rain conducts, it all becomes a chord. When rain becomes the melody, then everything is song. If you listen close, the world is singing now. The rain on rooftops and the rain on ground have different timbres, did you know? A sheet of tin rings out in higher pitch, while asphalt murmurs in a lower key. The water pooled inside the gutter hums. A leaf receives a drop that rolls right off. The rain has got 100 instruments and plays them all at once without a score. Close your eyes and it grows even clearer. The orchestra of rain begins to play. When rain becomes the melody, I don't feel so alone. Somewhere out there is someone hearing this same rain, living different days beneath the very same downpour. And somehow I feel connected to them all. When rain becomes the melody, I don't feel so alone. That's exactly why I love the rainy days. Rain as melody. When the rain stops, this music ends as well. That's why I'm listening so carefully. I'll never know when I can hear this piece again. Only the rain decides the encore date. When rain becomes the melody, I start to hum along. No melody in mind, just quiet and into the sky. The rain fills in the harmony I lack, and even clumsy songs sound sweet inside the rain. When rain becomes the door. Folded umbrella inside the rain. A folded umbrella by the entrance stands, its surface still not fully dry. A raindrop rolls across the vinyl skin and forms a little puddle on the floor. This umbrella holds so many memories. The narrow sidewalk where we used to walk, a distance close enough for shoulders touching. The days we stood a little nearer, blaming rain. Inside the folded frame, a folded heart resides, unfolded, and the feelings pour back out. What the folded umbrella says, you'll hear it if you listen. The tiny conversations held inside the rain. The moment where the world beneath felt small enough for two. A night the heartbeat was much louder than the storm. What the folded umbrella says, you'll hear it if you listen. Staying dry was thanks to who was standing there, not the umbrella. These days I hold the umbrella all alone, but still I lean it to one empty side from habit. That vacant half of space beneath the arc sometimes reads just like a written line. Someone used to stand right here, it seems. The umbrella murmurs quietly to itself. The rain slips in to fill that empty spot, and one sleeve always comes back slightly wet. What I miss might not be the person, but the time we stood together in the rain. What the folded umbrella says, I don't have to hear it all. Some memories stay warm even when folded up. Each time it rains, I take them out and hold them briefly, then fold them back, and that's more than enough. What the folded umbrella says, folded umbrella says is sweet and aching both. The reason that I cannot throw this one away is that the memory of rain still lives inside. I'm scared if the water dries, the memory dries too. What the folded umbrella says is sweet and aching both. Maybe I'll step outside now. Into the wet alley. I open up the umbrella and step out. The wet pavement has become a mirror now. The neon signs are doubled in the night, one up above and one beneath my feet. The red letters of a signboard blur in water. A blue pharmacy cross floats in a puddle there. When rain arrives, this alley is a gallery. The ground becomes a canvas after dark. The things invisible on any cloudless day only come alive when rain decides to fall. Neon on the wet alley, spreading sweet and white, shimmering on rainwater like a trembling rainbow. With every step the color underfoot keeps changing, and in the dark the lights grow sharper still. Neon on the wet alley, spreading sweet and white. I never knew a rainy night could look this beautiful. The food stall light reflects on plastic sheets. Its yellow warmth spills outward through the rain. From somewhere, the smell of broth comes drifting. The rain has given me an appetite. A raindrop hits a passing person's umbrella, a patter like a tiny little drum. Everyone walks with faces tilted down, but only I look up to see the glow. The reason I remember this one alley is not the rain, but what the light revealed. Neon on the wet alley calls the memories back. A certain night I walk this very lane. Each time it rains, the memory grows clearer still, because each drop becomes a tiny lens. Neon on the wet alley calls the memories back. That day too, it was raining just like this. Wet neon. I wonder what's waiting at this alley's end. Probably another set of neon lights. If I just follow the path the rain has made, I'll find myself inside an alley of the past. Neon on the wet alley, dancing at my feet. The moment where the rain and light converge. This is the sweetest scene Listening to rain, I keep on looking back to any day when footsteps number 2, walking side by side along the very same road. Beneath the umbrella was a room for only us. Let's run, we said, but walked as slowly as we could. We needed rain as an excuse to hold the time. The laughter spreading through the strands of dampened hair was clearer than the sound of any rain. Memories fall the same way rainfall does. You cannot stop them, you just let them land. It was raining that day too, not quite as hard as this. A gentle drizzle barely soaking through the world, light enough to walk without an umbrella really. But on purpose we decided to unfold. It was raining that day too. We needed the excuse to stand that close. We needed it to rain. Tonight I'm walking through this rain alone, but strangely it's not loneliness I feel, because each time it rains that day returns. I'm by myself, yet somehow not alone. I step inside a cafe, find the window seat. Through fogged up glass, the rain lines trickle down. I wonder, did we sit like this back then? Same table, different season, same old rain. The reason rain is something that I love is that it brings the memories back to shore. It was raining that day too, and that's what makes today so sweet. It isn't only sadness, there's a sweetness mixed inside. Even memories that once ached when they arrived get their sharp edges softened by the rain. It was raining that day too, and that's what makes today so sweet. The longing rain delivers isn't bad at all. That day too, the rain. Next time it rains, I'll think about this very moment. The way today's me becomes tomorrow's memory. Rain is the thread that stitches time together, continuous like an unbroken stream. It was raining that day too, and today it's raining still. Memory and present meet upon the surface of the rain, beneath the same sky, living in a different time. The me of then and me of now briefly overlap. It was raining that day too, and today it's raining still. Do-do-do. I stop my feet and look down at the ground. Inside the puddle, there's another world entire. A streetlight standing perfectly upside down. The sky laid out beneath my very shoes. Each time a raindrop falls, that world begins to shake. The streetlight sways, the sky begins to ripple. But when the rain stops, stillness comes right back. A perfect mirror holding all the scene. If I look up, I see reality. If I look down, I see a dream. Same landscape, but the feeling's changed. A streetlight in the puddle looks even sweeter somehow, because the light is floating on the water's face, close enough that I could almost reach and touch. It looks like stars have settled at my feet. A streetlight in the puddle looks even sweeter somehow. Another sky that only rain can build. One step into the puddle and it all would break. That's why I walk around the edge instead. I don't wanna shatter this small universe. It is a gift the rain has offered me. A single leaf drifts slowly across the top, crossing over the reflected light like a tiny boat. Even something this small can be beautiful. A view I'd never see without the rain. The world exists in double layers here. The second world only opens when it rains. A streetlight in the puddle, twinkling as it sways. When wind blows, the light begins to dance. When rain pours harder, ripples draw a pattern. This puddle is the stage of tonight's show. A streetlight in the puddle, twinkling as it sways. I want to lower my umbrella and just watch. A streetlight at my feet. By tomorrow, this puddle will have dried. The reflected streetlight gone without a trace. That's why it has to be right now. A sweet moment only rain can give. A streetlight in the puddle speaking out to me. Look down and find a brand new world right here. I who always walked with eyes fixed straight ahead, stop for just a moment, struck by what's below. A streetlight in the puddle speaking out to me. I wish the rain would keep on falling more. A little more rain, please. Walking under we only had one. It was too small for two to hold. One shoulder was always getting wet. Was it mine or was it theirs? I can't recall. We kept on tilting, trying to cover each other, until we both got halfway soaked. We laughed and then moved closer side by side, our heartbeats mixing with the sound of rain. What wasn't enough beneath that single frame might not have been the street, but rather the courage. A street where one umbrella wasn't enough, and that's what made it sweet. Using wet sleeves as the perfect alibi to walk just one step closer in the night. The world shrank down to fit just two inside the rain. Street where one umbrella wasn't enough, and that's what made it sweet. I'm alone now, but that rain still echoes here. I slowed my steps on purpose just to match, because walking fast would end it all too soon. Each time we stopped before a traffic light, the time beneath the umbrella froze as well. When we arrived at the end of the lane we'd part, I wish the rain would keep on pouring more. I couldn't put that feeling into words, so instead I tilted the umbrella to their side. Getting wet was fine, I swear it truly was. Standing next to them was more than quite enough. A street where one umbrella wasn't enough. Return each time it rains. I wonder if the drops today are the same as then. A different rain, yet somehow the same feeling stirs, because this umbrella still remembers everything. A street where one umbrella wasn't enough, and that's why the words "I miss you" rise again. I could have bought a bigger one and solved it all, but I preferred the one that was too small, because not enough is what brought us close, and lacking was far sweeter than complete. A street where one umbrella wasn't enough. Could I walk it once again, beneath the same rain, matching the same stride, gladly offering one shoulder to the storm, with clumsy steps that somehow felt like care. A street where one umbrella wasn't enough. Could I walk it once again? The words "I miss you" rising to my throat. Instead of saying "I miss you." I pulled the phone out, scrolled to find the name, and slipped it back into my coat. When rain arrives, that person comes to mind. I blame the rain, or maybe blame myself. A simple "it's raining" one line would be enough. but even that feels like a full confession. Unsent messages keep piling in the draft, while raindrops do the talking in their place. 3 little words, I miss you, that's all. So why do they weigh this much? Instead of saying I miss you, I watch the rain, 'cause the rain deliver it for me. If these drops are falling on their shoulder too, it's proof we're underneath the same white sky. Instead of saying I miss you, I watch the rain, even unspoken. The rain already knows. The cafe glass has fogged up from the warmth. I raise a finger, almost right, then stop. To trace a name would be admitting it, that I still miss them after all this time. Through the window, an empty bench is gleaming, soaked in rain and catching all the light. I wish that they were sitting there right now, side by side, without a single word. Longing falls the very same way rain does. You cannot dodge it, you just let it land. Instead of saying I miss you, I order one more cup. I can't exactly place it at the empty seat, but watching as the steam drifts upward slow, I hope the warmth somehow finds its way across. Instead of saying I miss you, I order one more cup. This sweet rain turns even longing into something sweet. I miss you, the rain instead. If someday meet on a rainy afternoon, could we share a single umbrella one more time? This time I won't hesitate at all. Not it's raining, but I've missed you, I will say. Instead of saying I miss you, listen to this rain so sweetly, because longing isn't only made of ache, it's also proof of something that was good. A rain-soaked memory is beautiful as well. Instead of saying I miss you, I'll listen to this rain so sweetly. Tonight the rain is sweeter than it's ever been. Sweet rain, so sweetly. La 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 la. Some people say they don't like rain at all. The umbrellas bother, shoes get soaked. Hair goes limp, the laundry never dries. A rainy day is nothing but a drag. But I think I feel a different way. When rain arrives, my heart begins to open. The drawer I keep locked tight on normal days unlocks itself, and feelings surface one by one. Rain isn't sadness, rain is honesty. It's how the sky decides to clear its heart. Comes a gentle melody, sweetly on a rainy day. I wanna take it in, every single moment of this rain. Sitting by the cafe, watching streaks, the world begins to blur like watercolor paint. The outlines that were sharp start going soft, and one stiff day begins to melt away. The coffee steam rises with the sound of rain, and raindrops ringing like a thoroughfare transform this afternoon into a concert hall. An audience of one is more than fine. When rain comes down, the world is taking rest, and I'm allowed to rest along with it. Good music, I listen to the rain. Sweetly the rain. I wanna share this rain with someone now. The sound of drops, the scent of coffee here, the way the light reflects in every beat of water, and the Rest my finger on the fogged up glass and start to write without a single thought. My hand moves faster than my mind can think, and there it is, the name upon the page. Stroke by stroke, the cold glass on my fingertip. The fog retreats and letters start to form. The process of the writing coming clear feels just like a memory floating up. Only after writing did I realize this name still lives inside my fingertips. A name written on the glass, fading slowly from the view as the fog creeps softly back again. The letters blur, their edges start to spread. The rain outside seems to erase it too. A name written on the glass, fading slowly from the view. Even disappearing can feel sweet tonight. I thought about rewriting it once more, but set my hand back down upon my lap. A name once written only needs the ones repeating it, just makes it hard to let go. Beyond the glass, the rain wipes off the trace. The water falling down outside, the fog receding in, are erasing the name at the same pace. The rain is helping me to say goodbye. I thought I'd feel a sadness when it vanished. Instead, my heart grew lighter than before. A name written on the glass has finally disappeared. Through the clean glass, the outside world returns. The rain streaks and the streetlights and the umbrellas and the world of this present moment floods back in. A name written on the glass has finally disappeared. I didn't erase it, the rain just took it home. The vanished name. If rain comes again tomorrow, fog will return. Could I write something different then? Instead of a name, maybe 2 days' weather, or perhaps just a simple heart. A name written on the glass has floated off into the rain. The moment the final stroke dissolved, it felt like the rain was saying it's okay to let go. Fresh fog will cover it with a fresh new start. Step outside the cafe into the rain. I fold the umbrella and just let it fall. The raindrops trace a path along my cheek, and somewhere in that stream my tears have mixed. Nobody knows that I am crying now. The rain disguises every single trace, and this is rain's most generous gift. A time to cry where no one ever sees. Rainwater and tears are made of the same. Both fall from above and flow into the ground. The rain carries my tears away, somewhere far from here, through the drains, until they find a stream. When the stream finally meets the open sea, my tears become a wave upon some distant shore. The rain carries my tears away, somewhere far from here. All that remains is a heart that's lighter now. My hair is plastered flat against my face. My clothes grow heavy, but my chest feels light. The stranger thing is that the wetter I get, the more the weight inside keeps draining out. I stood here in the rain for quite a while. The passing strangers might have thought it odd, but this moment is entirely mine. The rain has drawn a curtain from the world. After I cry, it seems the rain dies down. My heart clears up before the sky does. The rain carries my tears away. Thank you for this rain. The things I held now travel down the streaks. The words my mouth could never form came out as tears, and tears now ride the raindrops far away. The rain carries my tears away. Thank you for this rain. I'm grateful that a day for crying Take them away, rain. When the rain ends, these eyes will dry as well. When the sky clears, my heart will clear along. If this rain can carry the last tear with it, then tomorrow maybe I can smile a little more. The rain carries my tears Rain soaked me through, rain made me cold, and still I love the rain. You might call me a strange one for it, loving rain when it's nothing but a bother. But I love the way the world looks in the rain, because blurry is more honest than clear. Loving rain doesn't mean I love the sadness. I love the sweetness that I find inside the storm. Still I love the rain, the whole of everything it brings. The getting wet, the cold, the longing too. The days I had to run without an umbrella, and the crisp clean air the moment after it all ends. Still I love the rain, every bit of it is sweet, because the me inside the rain is most sincere. When rain arrives, it's fine if plans fall through. I wander into a cafe I'd never planned, discover alleys I had never seen before. Some things only show when everything slows down. A book read underneath the rain sounds deeper. Coffee drunk beneath the rain tastes richer. Music heard beneath the rain is sweeter still. The rain awakens every single sense. On sunny days, the world keeps rushing me. On rainy days, the world decides to wait. Still I love the rain. No, I'm grateful rain exists. Without rain, there would be no rainbow arc. Without rain, there'd be no humid, gentle air. Without rain, this sweet and tender time would vanish. Still I love the rain. No, I'm grateful rain exists. I'm already looking forward to the next. I love the rain still. Rain, thank you for letting me cry today, for letting me feel the missing, and for making me smile once more. Still I love the rain. to warm the body up. The second cup was meant to warm the heart. The third I ordered for no reason at all, just because I wanted to stay here. The barista smiled and handed me the cup. You staying long today? One gentle line. My eyes prickled for a moment unexpectedly. Then the scent of coffee brought me back again. The third cup's temperature is no different from the first, but the heart that drinks it has completely changed. Third cup by the cafe window, now I finally see the rain. With the first cup, all I saw was me. With the second, all I saw was them. But the third cup finally shows me rain. Third cup by the cafe window, now I finally see the rain. How sweet this moment truly is. The couple at the next table dries their umbrella. Did the rain bring them in here too? A row of wet umbrellas lines the entrance wall. Inside the cafe, rain scent mixes with the roast. Through the window, the rain seems lighter than before. Its sound has softened from an hour ago. During my time sitting in this seat, both the rain and I grew calm together. Even staying still takes a kind of courage. Doing nothing at all is still a choice. Third cup by the cafe window, an afternoon with nowhere to be. Not checking clocks, but counting drops instead. Debating whether to ask for one more refill, and even that small debate feels sweet. Third cup by the cafe window, an afternoon with nowhere to be. The finest seat a rainy day can offer. A fourth cup I won't be ordering. 3 is the perfect number here. One more would tip into greedy territory. Just enough is always the sweetest point. Third cup by the cafe window, I save the final sip, because once it's gone, I'll have to stand and go. I wish that this seat, this rain, this afternoon could linger on for just a little more. Third cup by the cafe window, I save the final sip. Between the rain streaks, something's coming into view. Between the streaks, something. glass is clearer than an hour ago. Between the lines, the outside world peeks through, as if a curtain slowly opens up. The leaves that rain has washed are shining new. Water beads sit neatly on the park bench, a scene I pass by every single day. But now that rain has cleaned, it feels brand new. Rain is how the world gets wiped down clean. Strip the dust away, the true colors return. Things I see between the raindrops look sharper than before. The signboard colors seem a deeper shade. The green of every leaf has grown more rich beneath a gray sky. Colors come alive. Things I see between the raindrops look sharper than before. A brand new pair of eyes the rain has given me. Water beads are lining up along a bicycle, like a necklace made of little diamond drops. The mailbox red has deepened in the wet, becoming a much richer shade of red. A grandmother wipes down a bench and sits, enjoying this brief poem. The showers, a child in rain boots stomps a puddle hard. The splash, could that really be this fun? Rain transforms the world into a playground. Even adults get to be a child again. Things I see between the raindrops are such sweet little scenes. The things I was too busy to notice before. The world the rain has stopped me long enough to see. Beauty that only appears when everything slows down. Things I see between the raindrops are such sweet little scenes. I should write this down upon a page. Between the raindrops. Should I take a photograph of this? No, I think my eyes will hold it better, better than a camera lens could ever do. My eyes can carry so much more. Things I see between the raindrops. Tomorrow I might forget. That's exactly why right now is precious. The tiny world the rain revealed to me, I'll fold it gently and keep it in my heart. Things I see between the raindrops. Tomorrow I might forget. Let me write a line on the rain-soaked page. A rain-soaked page. A rain-soaked page. back. The edges had gotten slightly damp. It soaked in when I walked through the rain before. The paper rippled like a tiny wave. I chose to write on it regardless. The paper doesn't have to be pristine. The words I write on this rain-touched page somehow feel more honest than the rest. It's fine if the ink spreads just a bit. It's watercolor made by the rain, writing on the rain-soaked page. The ink begins to spread, following the paper grain. It gently fans out wide. The edges of each letter soften as they bleed. Even rigid words become something tender here. Writing on the rain-soaked page, the ink begins to spread. The rain is editing the sentences too sweet. It rained today. I wrote on the first line, then paused to think of what should follow next. I almost wrote, and so I thought of you, but placed a period instead and stopped. Some letters only need a single line. The rest the rain will fill in naturally. A blank line and the margin are lyrics too. What's left unwritten is its own confession. I can't mail this letter anywhere. Wet paper won't fit inside an envelope. On the rain-soaked page, I write the final line. When the rain stops, I'll walk again. Where to or to whom, I'm not yet sure, but writing it already lightens up my step. On the rain-soaked page, I write the final line. This letter is addressed to the rain itself. When the rain dries, the paper dries as well. The rippled surface hardens as it is, becoming a texture, one of a kind on earth. The rain's very last gift to me. On the rain-soaked page, the trace of rain remains. When the words and water dry together, this single sheet becomes today's record. Imperfect is what makes it perfect. On the rain-soaked page, the trace of rain remains. I've learned a little more about the rain. Things I know about rain. things I've come to know about the rain, spending this whole day beside it here. Things no textbook ever thought to teach, lessons only rain itself can give. That rain possesses a voice of its own, and that voice keeps shifting all day long. Shy at first, then bold and unafraid, and at the end it fades just like a whisper. Rain is a teacher, a very good one too, the kind who'd rather show than ever tell. Things I know about rain, counting one by one. Rain never rushes, it keeps its own pace. Rain never plays favorites, it falls everywhere the same. Rain always ends, and that's what makes it sweet. Things I know about rain, counting one by one. Every single one is something true about life too. Rain arrives alone, yet never seems lonely, because thousands of drops arrive together. Rain changes form the moment that it lands. A drop becomes a stream becomes the sea. Rain has a scent, and this I've learned as well. The scent before it falls and after are not the same. Rain knows the art of waiting patiently until it stops. It whispers you'll be fine. Spending a day with rain is like reading a whole book. The final page is drawing near. Things I know about rain, the most important one is that rain will always come to an end. No matter how hard, no rain lasts forever. That's why the time it falls is all the more precious. Things I know about rain, the most important one, feel it fully before it fades away. Things I know about rain. This list will only grow with every rain. Next time it falls, I'll learn something new again. The same rain never falls exactly twice, so every shower is a brand new class. Things I know about rain. Today's final entry, that rain makes me a sweeter version of myself. The me before and the me after rain become a slightly different kind of person. Things I know about rain. Today's final entry, the sound of rain is slowly growing quiet. Growing quiet. The rain. Somewhere along, the rain began to fade. When background sound starts disappearing, the empty space it leaves behind feels absence of a sound is this vivid. One final drop falls from the rooftop edge. One more from the overhang, and then just silence follows after, as if the rain decided to hold its breath. Rain ending isn't really the end, it's just turning to the next page. As the rain grows quiet, my heart grows still as well. It was never loud, but now it's gone. I feel it, the weight of rain I never noticed while it fell. A presence you only understand once it leaves. As the rain grows quiet, my heart grows still as well. This silence too is sweet. No fresh drops are forming on the glass. Only the old ones trickle slowly down. When the last streak disappears below the frame, the window will be clear again. The cafe has gone quiet now without the rain's background to get up to gold. The everyday that rain had carried off returns, and I should probably get up to go. As the rain grows quiet, I feel a twinge of loss, that this sweet time is coming to a close. But what the rain has given stays behind, somewhere deep, still damp inside my heart. As the rain grows quiet, I feel a twinge of loss. Let me get ready to step outside. Growing quiet so softly, I fold the umbrella, gather up my bag, take the final sip of what's left in the cup. When I push the cafe door open wide, the wet world will greet me with new air. As the rain grows quiet, I walk into the world. Rain left the very last drop from the overhead. As the rain grows quiet, I walk into the world rain-led. The wet asphalt is glistening. Glistening asphalt. Take my first step out. The wet asphalt is turned into a mirror. Streetlights are shining at my feet. Buildings stand inverted down below. Step by step, it feels like walking on the sky. My shadow reflected in the water looks lighter than it did before the rain, as if the rain washed all the heavy parts away. The most beautiful thing the rain leaves behind, a world turned into a looking glass. Reflections on wet asphalt, doubling the entire world. Above is real, below is made of dreams. The same scene, but the one in water looks more fair, because it trembles, and that trembling makes it sweet. Reflections on wet asphalt, doubling the entire world. After the rain stops is the most beautiful time. The traffic light's red is redder on the water. The cafe sign writes letters on the street. Upside down words impossible to read, that look just like a secret letter there. These reflections will not last for long. As drying starts, the edges fade away first. That's why I look as hard as I can now. I want my eyes to hold them more than photos could. The things that only briefly exist are always the most precious of all. Reflections on wet asphalt, slow my footsteps down. If I walk fast, the splash will break the picture. Tiptoeing softly through this quiet night is stiller than before the rain began. Reflections reflections glisten. By tomorrow, this mirror will have dried. One car driving through will break it all, but memory will never dry away. The upside down world that the rain revealed, reflections on wet asphalt glistening one last time between the clouds. The moon peeks through a gap, and that same moon descends into the puddle too. The very last gift today's rain is giving me, reflections on wet asphalt glistening one last time. The air after rain is different. After rain, the air. I breathe in deep, one long and steady pull. The air after rain tastes different on the tongue. A breeze still carrying moisture on its back washes clean right down into my chest. The sky above, the clouds begin to split. Between the cracks, the last of daylight slips. Each water bead becomes a tiny rainbow. The world feels like it's just been born. Without the rain, this air would not exist. A gift left by the storm that passed. The air after rain is sweeter than I knew. The dampness entering through my nose fills a heart that had been running dry. Each breath I take remakes me from within. The air after rain is sweeter than I knew, because it rained. This breath is possible. The last drop falls from a trembling leaf. The birds begin to sing their songs again. The things that hid away because of rain emerge, and the world starts moving once more. The puddles slowly shrink in size. The asphalt returns to its original shade. The sky opens from the western side. A pinkish glow begins to spread through clouds. It feels like turning rain epilogue. That's the most beautiful part. The air after rain, I hold it deep inside. Today's rain and tears and coffee cups, the longing and the sweetness all live in this breath. When I exhale, I'm letting all of it go free. The air after rain, I'll hold it deep inside. Today again was spent with good music. One breath taken deep. I pull the earphones out and walk the post-rain world. This music all on its own. My footsteps and the wind and birdsong and the dripping. No playlist could ever beat this sound. The air after rain carries me toward tomorrow. I fold today's rain gently and put it away. Tomorrow might be clear or it might rain again. Either way, it will be sweet. The air after rain carries me toward tomorrow. I'm already looking forward to the next rain. Until the next rain comes. La, 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 la. On the road that takes me home again, the sky is switching on the stars one by one. The umbrella's folded, clipped beside my bag. Today's rain has already turned to memory. When I open the door and step inside, the room is just the same as when I left. But I will be a little different now. The me that rain has gently rearranged. Rain, take care. Let's meet again next time. Until the next rain comes, I'll keep this sweetness close. The temperature of coffee, the rhythm of the drops, the neon on the wet alley, the mirror of the puddle. Each one is a treasure that today has given me. Until the next rain comes, I'll keep this sweetness close. A rainy day is meant to be lived sweetly. I'll start to check the weather forecast more. And when I spot the word rain, I'll feel a thrill. I'll pack the umbrella with a secret smile and save a window seat at the cafe ahead. When rain arrives, I'll play this music once again. I'll brew the coffee, find the seat beside the glass, be sunny, you know. Rainy days are what make the clear ones feel so good. Until the next rain comes, I'll fall today away, rippled like the rain-soaked page. But that texture is today's record kept, tucked inside a drawer. I'll pull it out someday. Until the next rain comes, I'll fall today away. A rainy day is always sweet. Until next rain, so sweetly. A 5 or 4 rings from somewhere far away, clear and round like the very last raindrop. If I follow that sound, I think I'll fall asleep. Today's rain is becoming a lullaby now. Tomorrow morning, when my eyes first open, a clear blue sky will greet me through the glass. But I already know something hidden there inside that blue. The next rain waits its turn. Until the next rain comes, I'll live each day so sweetly. Sunny days and rainy days alike are all a part of my one life. Today again was spent with good music. Until the next rain comes, I'll live each day so sweetly. Sleep well and dream a gentle dream. La 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 la. Sweetly sleep well until the next rain.